Howdy. Hopefully I'm on. What a day. Had to go to a birthday party. Then put together well, I didn't put together a trampoline. I cleaned up during that time. Hello, Games Freak. and man, oh man, waste a day. Wanted to play some games, never got a chance to. By the time I got in, it was way too late. Only good games, Sebastian. I hope you have a good Christmas. It's gonna be busy. Like every day, we're busy. I'm trying to get but you will see me in March. You will see. In fact, hold on. Just now you just reminded me about something. Uh, there you go. Message sent. Oh no, Bernardo, it's your birthday today? Is it today? And he's playing games. Good for him. I should be playing games. I played some Marvel United. Okay, I thought so. It's end of the year, right? Yeah. Um, I played Marvel United with my nephew. He was supposed to come over. We're supposed to play some more Marvel United today. We are going to play some Twilight Imperium, and I mean a lot of Twilight Imperium, probably after Christmas now. But I'm going to try to see. It's going to be iffy, but if we can get an early Christmas Eve, because that night I know everyone has to do stuff. I got it. I get it. But if we can do that day and finish by that afternoon, if we start at 10, we're most likely done by 3. Um, 45 minutes at 45 minutes a player. Yeah, even if we have 8 players, I think we could do that. Or by 4. Did you ever read I never read the Dresden Files. No. Oh, today is your birthday. 92. Jeez. I physically know what I was doing in 92. Midway teenager at that time. Teenager. Bernardo, are you going to BGG SpringCon this year? I should just ask you this via text, but I think I am. I'll be going back to Dallas to Legends Con. Um, because you must cast it in the fire of Mordor. I can't remember what I was talking about then. Um, but that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to talk to um, um, Harry Potter meets Sherlock Holmes. Interesting. The name is the main character's name Harry. That's fun. Um, yeah, I did a video. I was doing I don't even know what the app's called. I was doing some video app. I sent a message to Brennan, uh, Quinlan Voss on YouTube, and this little girl she was the owner's granddaughter. She just kind of came up to me and put her head on my shoulder. She went, "Hey," I went, "Hey, who are you?" I was like, I don't know who this girl is." She went, "I'm Hazley." I was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "I'm gonna take a picture with you." I was like, "Okay, Hazley." It was a funny video. I went back and looked at it. Brennan got a good laugh out of it. Um, Never been to Texas. Texas is gonna be a lot of fun. Texas is gonna be a lot of fun. I've been several times. Oh, got it. Yeah, making a joke on my wine. I said, why not? Why not? The kids aren't going to bed, I don't think, anytime soon. Usually I start these after the kids go to bed, but I'm editing and uploading videos for next week. And for some reason, the upload at night is super slow. Like it's 1/3 of the time. And so it's 1/3 of the upload speed, which is really weird. If I did this in the morning or afternoon, the upload speed's I mean, I guess everyone's on the internet, but it's upload speed. My download speed is humongous, but the upload speed is very, very, very slow. Um, anyway, though, so Monday, my little man has his tongue needs to be clipped. We never knew this because he didn't. I knew our girl needed it, and we could tell on her. No one could tell on him until he went to the dentist just recently. Got his first dentist check to say, he's kind of got he needs a clipped tongue. He needs to have his tongue clipped a little bit. And we're like, oh. So she says that's the reason. He some nights he just doesn't sleep. He just wakes up in the middle of the night, and she thinks that's why. I think he's 2, and that's why. But I do want to go ahead and clip it now. So we got something for Monday, and then we're taking the girls out. We have them for every Christmas. They go buy each other gifts. Try to talk about, Christmas is giving. So they each buy their sister a gift. So we're doing that Monday. And then maybe my nephew will come over for a little Marvel United. I don't think there's a way I could get in a game of Twilight Imperium that day. I'm very positive I couldn't, but I would love to. So I'm trying to shoot for Christmas Eve so I can play some games. Maybe a Samo flange at BGG, Mitchell. If Bernardo is going to be there, we're definitely going to do videos. We're definitely going to do Vintage Voltron. I could have him do a podcast with me. Definitely play games. He's gone back to playing games by now. He's probably not watching anymore. Life's much better without X. I wouldn't know. I don't have that or Facebook. Life's even better without Facebook, I bet, too. I bet it's even 10 times better without Facebook. But I'm just being facetious. I just don't do social media. This is the only social media I guess you could find me on. YouTube's kind of social media. I don't know. But that's it for me. Who am I doing podcasts with? Right now, for Prince of the Universe, Wes works retail, and this is the busiest time of the year for him. So we tried to get together several times. We could not do it. So I recorded some episodes. Now they're going to air together, but they were originally I recorded 4 one-off episodes about old MCU shows, TV shows. I went back and watched a lot of them, all of them. And I said, well, I'll save them and bring them out sporadically because I knew he'd be busy over the holidays. And then any time that we can't get together. But I went ahead and burned all 4 of them. So that way, because at the very earliest, I bet we get together after next year. And even then, I don't want to rush it. So I just let us have the first 2 weeks off for that. And then for Saturday morning Samo flange, did I do one for today? I did, didn't I? I need to do the next one. Benjamin is AWOL, so I can't find him right now. We did a few. I'm positive I did it. I think I did it. Let me see. That'd be great if I didn't. I did come out with one today, didn't I? Hold on. Yes, I did. Okay. Overrated Christmas movies. That's right, because I even responded to some of the comments today. I did overrated. Benjamin was supposed to be, he was with me on that one. So we did record. Benjamin and I did record. Yeah. We recorded a few, and we've still got more to record. We've got a lot of ideas. A lot of ideas. Some ideas for Prince of the Universe, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Minox reunion. I agree. Lethal nonsense. Is this Tristan? Tristan, thanks for not responding back to my text I sent you at Thanksgiving. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would definitely bring Daniel back and do a podcast together. That's a lot of fun. Absolutely. Let me see. Oh, I've already fallen behind in the comments. When YouTube had DMs, oh yeah, it was a long time ago. I wasn't MySpace. Blogs were before MySpace. I was the last person to get on a blog. Everyone had migrated to MySpace by the time I got a blog. And I said, well, I won't do it. And then Facebook took over. And I thought, well, just like MySpace, Facebook is going to go away. I said that. I said in 5 years, Facebook will go away. It's never going to go away, right? Or at least never say never, but it's still a big thing. What, 20 years later, 15, 20 years later, it's still going strong. And I remember Facebook when it was just a school thing, because I remember university professor showed me Facebook when everyone was doing MySpace. He went, "You should get a Facebook." And I was like, "No, I should get none of the above." But man, wow, MySpace came and went, didn't it? My goodness, it was the hottest thing for the longest, I remember. But blogs kind of died off and MySpace took off and then Facebook took off. And I just thought, technology would just always pass itself up and there'd be something new and brilliant. There's, of course, a hot app here and there that comes out and then it's gone. I can't remember what it was called back in the day. I can't remember. There's so many apps and things that have come and gone since then, but yeah, don't have it anymore. But I was never a MySpace guy either. How was it being alive during New Jedi Order when it was coming out? That was great. It was great. I got to talk to a lot of people. In fact, I remember the coolest moment, one of the coolest moments I ever had. It was the second book had come out by the Kathy Tyers book had come out. And it wasn't the second book, but Kathy Tyers' book had come out, the second big novel, Heartbreak novel. And I was in Jackson, Mississippi. And I was walking with a few people and someone stuck. I was like, "Ow." I said, "What happened?" He went, "I stubbed my toe." I went, "Embrace the pain." And then someone else in our group looked at me. He went, "You read Star Wars?" And I went, "I do. Are you reading the New Jedi Order?" And we just went off about the New Jedi Order. And then someone who I worked with, now that was toward the end of New Jedi Order. New Jedi Order had just finished and Legacy of the Jedi was starting. And someone in our IT department read Star Wars because they saw me reading a book. They said, "Hey, do you know Jeremy in IT?" I went, "No." He said, "He's reading that same book." I went, "Where is he?" I went straight upstairs and met him. I was like, "You're reading this?" He went, yeah, it's good, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's great." So I'd go up and talk to him all the time. It was super fun coming out. And at this point, I think Bruce had stopped. Everyone had stopped reading that I knew. So it was hard to find people who had read it. And the internet wasn't such a big thing in the early 2000s. And but man, it coming out, I was just like, wow, how are they going to win? Seriously, I thought that. I was like, man, we're in year 4 and it's not turning around. How are they going to get out of this? I really didn't know. And I was convinced that Luke Skywalker was going to die because they were just killing off everyone. They started with Chewie. I said, it's going to end with Luke. It's going to end with, oh. And I was worried about everyone because I said, there's going to be a big death at the end. And I thought maybe Leia, but it would make more sense to go big and kill Luke. But that was the whole purpose. None of the characters, as you knew it, were going to be safe. And now that I've read Unifying Force, that is the best ending for the EU. I'm happy about Legacy of the Force and Fate of the Jedi, but if it ended on New Jedi Order, Unifying Force, that'd have been a perfect ending for the whole EU right there. It's a good, strong ending. Yeah, I talked about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Man, the Mets signing Soto was big. I'm still talked about at the birthday party. My brother-in-law's big into things. And by the way, R.I.P. Ricky Henderson, the greatest, right, of all time. Pneumonia. That sucks. Ricky Henderson, I think every kid back when I was playing baseball, you wanted to steal a base like Ricky Henderson. You went in head first. The coach hated when we went in head first. You dive head first. That's what Ricky Henderson did. And you wanted to slide in head first. And so we always used to slide in head first because that would just look cooler. And my coach, I remember, grabbed me and he said, "If you ever do that again, I'm benching you." So I started sliding in feet first. Even though I don't think, because I think one kid even slided in head first. He didn't bench him. So, but that was the thing. I couldn't hit the ball, but I had speed. I could always steal second. I had a lot of speed. But I used to go in head first. Well, for me, it was Mookie Wilson. That was my big one. I loved how Mookie Wilson would slide in first. But Ricky Henderson was big, man. You loved Ricky. Everyone loved Ricky. He's great, great, great Hall of Famer, rest in peace, Rickey Henderson. The A's died a long time ago. Yeah, Dexter, Ritual Sin. I'm watching that now. I think the casting is superb. The story is engaging. I want to see where it goes, but of course, the big reveal. I can't say spoilers. I can't say spoilers because, I mean, it's all over the news. But of course, the opening scene tells you about the next show coming out. And that show is coming out. The other Dexter show comes out later on this summer. So it was a great reveal. No one saw it coming. My wife hated how New Blood ended, and I loved it. Am I upset about the big reveal at the beginning of Original Sin? No, I was happy. I was like, okay, all right. It's going to be an interesting Dexter series in the summer. And I don't know. I think they even may tie it into something from Original Sin. Maybe. But either way, I'm interested. You did respond, Tristan? I'm sorry. There was a lot of emails going on. So I emailed Tristan and wish him happy Turkey Day because he's the biggest turkey I know. Oh, there he is. Did you text me back? You did. Whoa, look out. Okay. I got another idea, Kyle. I'll tell you later. Facebook went south when all the boomers started joining. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. I'm very happy about Soto. I don't think we overpaid. I think anyone would have overpaid. An honest contract for Soto, $550 million. You would have probably gotten your money's worth for $550. But the bidding started at $700. So already he was overpriced. He's already overpriced. There's no way he's worth more than Shohei Ohtani. But remember, it was a principle. It was a statement. The Mets outbid the Yankees. They won against the Yankees. It's like the little brother finally beating the big brother in a battle. It was just all about hubris. It was all about making a statement. But it's $665 million. Let's take away $100 million. He's still overpaid. At $565 million, maybe. We probably paid over $200 million. You can agree or disagree. Hey, Tim. You wish people weren't so mad about AI? To be honest, I am a proponent of AI. I like AI. I use a lot of AI in my job right now. In fact, I'm kind of leading the way. I've taught a lot of classes on how people can utilize AI, how can do better, faster. There's a lot of things it can do. I'm incorporating that into my work more and more every day. In fact, a big part of my project for next year and all of this month I worked on an AI project. We had video. You can create a person. So we have these AI avatars look like real people. You type in what they say. You have them say it in certain accents and certain emotions. We can have them raise their hands, raise their eyebrows. It's really cool. And I got to play around with it. I made a video of me next to an AI character that really went up the ranks. A lot of people liked it at work. So yeah, there's been a lot of progress in AI. AI used in the right way can really help people. Really help people. I'm not as anti-AI. Now, here's the thing. Matt, come on now. AI music, AI art. That's replacing. Nothing's going to replace the original, right? Nothing. You can look at AI art and you know it's AI. You automatically know. I showed someone a picture that I made good and well sure that didn't look like AI. I tried to get as realistic as I could. It was an AI image, absolutely, and I was going to admit to it. And when I revealed it, someone went, "That's AI." And I went, "Yes, it is. I don't mind. I don't mind." Now, would I've loved to have gotten an artist to do? Yes, that'd have been great. That'd have been great. It also would have cost money. And it wasn't, is it exactly how I imagined it? No, I'd like better, but I'm not going to commission a painting for $200. we'll just do AI, but you can always tell the difference. AI music, you can tell when something's AI. I don't know. I think you can. It'll get better and better where you can't, but I think original artists will always have creativity on their side where AI has to borrow from everything. That AI generated soda drink from Coca-Cola was nasty as all get out. Nasty as all get, but it's supposed to be, all their quizzing and talking and everything. Okay, Tristan. Okay. He's saying I got the receipts. He sent me a picture of my text. All right. Good. Fine, Tristan. But anyway, so yeah, I think AI can be used in the right way. I'm not someone who runs away from technology. I don't have social media, but I'm not someone who runs away from technology. I don't have to have the new gadget either. When it's convenient and it's something I can use and something easy to understand, like I think AI is, I'll use it. No, but see, I love all being online because then you can talk. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? I can talk about Star Wars and Star Wars books and stuff. Like I said, when I started my YouTube channel, now there's a ton of other people who've read the same books as me and everything. So that's really awesome. Hey, Michael, I don't know. I may have to pause for a minute and come back. I don't know. My kids aren't going to bed anytime soon. They're watching a movie. So I just thought I'd do this. Thought on drones and orbs? Drones and orbs? I don't know what they are, man. I don't know. I know that they don't pull that stuff down south because we all got guns. They're going to shoot at a drone. It's easy to take one down. Why aren't they shooting in the sky? I'm telling you, you shoot a few of them down, then the problem's resolved. That's all they have to do. Drones wouldn't last long down south. That's why they won't come down here. So who knows? Who knows? If it's someone spying on us, they're not doing a good job, right? Why would we use drones that everyone can see? I don't know. Who do I feel is the main character? Yeah, probably Jason. That's fair. Jaina too. Jason and Jaina. Can I pick two? Is that cheating? Jason and Jaina. Yeah, Darth Nicholas. Battlestar Galactica, the first season is wonderful. The second season is rocky, but you're like, okay, maybe they'll land it on the third season. And it just gets worse every season. You're an Oakland fan? Oh my goodness. You mean a Sacramento fan, right? Is that where they moved to? I don't know, man. A's need new management. Yeah, well, Scott's seen some violent collisions, and that's true. Plus, they'll step on your hands, not on purpose. You can get your hands hurt. Mookie Wilson had his sunglasses shattered. Pieces went to his eye. He had to heal up, and that's how I got to see him in Jackson, Mississippi, because he went down to the AA team that year, and we went to watch him. But it was from sliding into head first. Wait, what is BFE? BF3. Best friend BF3 may have finally come out soon. Battlefront 3. I'm not much on video games. I haven't seen the new Superman trailer. Here's the thing. I like James Gunn. I think James Gunn did some good Marvel movies, and his Suicide Squad DC movie was good. The problem with me is I hate Superman. I can't stand him. So I don't know. I really don't think I'm going to go see that in theaters. And when it comes out streaming, I'll watch it. To be honest with myself, I don't think I'm going to go to theaters. I'm not excited to see Superman. I think James Gunn I hope he'll do a good job with it. But, and I hated the job that, what's his name did. Zack Snyder was awful. It was awful. Can you do worse than Zack Snyder? We'll see, but I don't think James Gunn will. I think it'd be better than Zack Snyder's version. But the thing is, though, I'm not a Superman fan, so I just don't have any interest. I don't have a dog in that fight. I'll see. I'm already on the Dexter comments there. Hello, Star Wars Marvel purist. Yep. Got a bad cough. Got a little bit of cough that was from a cold a while back now. Just trying to kick the cough. Seasons 1 and I'm sorry, seasons 1 and 2. 2 is good. Not as good as 1. 1 is excellent. 3 is rocky. Sorry, I forgot it went 4 seasons. Did it go 4 seasons? I just remember the second to the last season was rocky. But I said, well, maybe it'll finish strong. And it face planted on the last season. Ohtani deserved his money. Yes, Ohtani deserved his money. I 1,000% agree with that, Cody, that he deserved the money. Soto is overpaid. But again, I mean, what do you think? 550, 565 million? That should have been his regular contract, I think. I think that would have been regular. No, but the bidding started at 700. I mean, Toronto's in, Boston's in. Everyone's in at 700. So I mean, already at the very first bid, he's overpaid. He's being overpriced. And then it became a pissing game between the Mets and the Yankees. And Daddy, sweet Steve Cohn is a sweet daddy, sugar daddy, is not going to say no. And he won. I hate Ricky Henderson died. Yeah. Hello, Vex. Do I watch anime? No. I so many people have been trying to get me to do it. It's hard for me to watch anything. Like I watch a few YouTube clips, but even now, I'm not watching the full clip. I'm watching a documentary right now, and that's interesting. But it's just I don't make the time, I should say. I shouldn't say I don't have the time. I just don't make the time. Hey, one video uploaded. Let me see if I can get this other video uploaded. Now, there we go. What's my next question? Do you collect Star Wars figures, toys, or cards? Yes and no. The original Kenner Run, no, not the original, the reprinted Kenner Run in the late 90s. I have the first, second, third wave, all the waves up to Shadows of the Empire and vehicles. I got everything. And then that next wave, it was a greenback. I started getting them, but I couldn't afford it. There were too many games coming out. So I have the first, second, and Shadows of the Empire wave, a complete. Like I Slave 1 and all of them in the box. They're at my parents' house because I never opened them because I was way old when I started getting. I was in college, but I just couldn't afford to keep up buying all these toys, so I stopped. When my son, well, shoot, my son is old enough. When my son gets a few years older, I may give them to him. I don't care how much they cost. I probably wouldn't. I mean, I'd probably get a little bit for it, but I'd rather my son play with them, I think. So when I show him Star Wars, when he gets a little bit older and he likes it, he's going to have a really awesome Christmas one year. You're pro-regulating AI? I'm fine with it. I think it will never catch up with music and drawing artists. I don't think it'll ever catch up with the artist. I think artists will always be original and they'll always be better than what AI can do. AI can do some wonderful things, though, in the workplace. See, first I'm talking about AI. The biggest problem with AI, people will lose skills like everything with technology. John, that is so interesting. The point you make. Here, hold on. Let me show that one. That's interesting. That's it. And by the way, John, Merry Christmas. I love this man. I haven't talked to this man in forever. I miss this man. I think this is tough. This is tough because calculators made math easier in school. This Echo Dot, whatever that we have, makes getting any answers. Homework is now easy for kids. They can use the internet has made it easier for kids. They don't study as much. Why? Just look it up on the internet. Just ask your Echo. So where is the line? I mean, before innovation, the Industrial Revolution, people lost a lot of jobs. They went from farms into cities. I think it will create more jobs. It will make our lives easier. Will we forget how to do things? Sure. But look at every generation. Not you, John. Definitely not you. This man builds his own house. But how many people, like your dad, my dad knew way more about fix-it stuff than I do. We've kind of lost that. We all used to change, I used to change my own oil. I did a little bit earlier this year. But then I stopped again. You know why? It took too long. I'd rather have someone else do it. But how many people know how to do it? Not many. You'd be surprised. We've, as a culture on doing things, getting handyman stuff done, we'd rather just hire a handyman because we don't know how to do it. Now, there are people who do know, but in your life, John, who you do know, John is very smart, by the way, if you don't know. Relic, sorry. He's a very smart guy, built his own house. You got to be super smart. I mean, like from top to bottom. That's super smart. One of the smartest guys I know right here. And the thing is, though, that all that handyman stuff is becoming a lost art. Do you know how long it took me to put in LED lights in our bathroom? 4 hours. That was with help. 4 hours, 2 lights. Couldn't figure it out. I got it now. One of the dimmer switches. This house was built in the late 80s. Everything is a dimmer switch. They're shorting out one after the, because it's been years. One just shorted out on me. I don't want to switch it out. I don't want to switch it. We brought lamps in the room, the dining room. It looks really nice with the dining room lamps. However, I need to get that overhead light fixed, but the dimmer switch is burned out. And as long as the dimmer box is burned out, I got to switch out with another dimmer. I don't want to do that because I know that's going to take at least 45 minutes out of my time. Yeah, that's how long it takes. That's how long it takes me. I'm just not good at it. I know what to do. It's not technically hard. It's just time consuming. Everything's time consuming for me. It takes me forever. I put in my own CD player in my car one time. 4 hours. I have pieces. I don't even know where they went. I had extra pieces left over because I didn't put it back together right. I couldn't figure out where they went for the life of me. So I'm not the best, and I take forever. So I have to ask my buddy Brandon to help me do some stuff too. Certain stuff you've never done before, but I don't know. So there's a discussion about AI. And for me, I know the benefits of it at work. And yes, it will make our jobs easier. It will make things go faster. Well, that's less jobs. I think just like the Industrial Revolution opened up new jobs for those old jobs that got eliminated. Like everyone said this in the past, I don't know. I'm very interested. I am. I know there's a lot of anti-AI people, but there's benefits to it. But the thing is, though, I can spot. I'm pretty sure because they did the AI comic. I saw that. It looked like garbage. It looks so uninspired. So I don't think artists are I don't think they should be threatened. Art, at least in our area, is still going strong. I don't know. But it's a question for everyone, right? It's a question for everyone because different professions, different ideas have different, I think it would help you at your job. I know it helps me at mine. So I don't know. Am I lazier because now instead of using a thesaurus and asking people to wordsmith a letter, that I can't just pop it in AI and go, hey, make this sound more professional? Does that make me lazier? Because as I'm reading, because you got to reread it, right? You got to double check the word because it's not always right. As I'm rereading it, am I not learning the proper way to present things so that maybe after a while I won't use it to make my letters sound more professional because I've learned more words by having the AI put it in. I'm like, oh, look at that word. I like that word. I'm going to incorporate it later on. I don't know. It's an interesting conversation. Is there anything you think Filoni's Clone Wars did better than Top's Clone? No. No. The one character I really thought that was great was Cad Bane from Filoni's Clone Wars. I really enjoyed Cad Bane. I mean, and there's some good stuff with Filoni's Clone Wars. I'm trying to be as fair as I can. I really am. I really am trying to be fair to Filoni's Clone Wars. But there's a lot of things I don't Yeah, correct. I don't think Photoshop made people lose the ability to draw. But again, it's a good conversation. Top 5 Christmas cookies. You wouldn't know the ones. My mom makes these is Snickerdoodle a Christmas cookie? Because I do like them. And we used to have them only at Christmas, but you can eat Snickerdoodle anyway, anytime. My mom makes these little Christmas, what are they? Little sugar cookies, but they're like in the shape of Christmas trees with sprinkles. And she got rid of it, but they had a little hard, it looked like a little pearl hard candy on the top of the tree. She got rid of them, though, because she got tired, I guess, of planting each one in the cookie. But those are awesome. I swallow at least 8 of those every Sunday when I see her. I don't know, but my sister wants to bring fruitcake back. She runs a bakery. She said she did it. No one got it, but fruitcake takes a bad rap because, well, I don't see it being sold anymore, anywhere in stores. But it used to be sold in a little tin, pre-packaged, pre-cooked from months ago, and it was just garbage. My mom, back about, I don't know, 20 years ago, yeah, mid 2000s, late 2000s, I think, was still giving us a fruitcake for Christmas. She always baked us fruitcake. And probably in the early 2010s, she stopped. I'll be honest, I'd maybe eat one slice. But would I eat fruitcake again? Maybe. I'd try it once. I'm just not a fruitcake guy, but that pre-baked, pre-sealed fruitcake, we can do better. But that may be a thing of the past now. Because I used to see fruitcake tins everywhere at Sam's and other places. I haven't seen a fruitcake in years now, at least 5 years. Mall Shadow Hunter is amazing. Yes, I got you. Oh, okay. I'm so far behind. Yes, Tristan, we're doing well. I don't play D&D. Oddly enough, one of my original board game groups, they still get together online and play D&D. And I know they come in the holidays, and I'm trying to meet up with them, but it's just so busy. The next week and a half is going to be so busy. So I doubt we'll meet up. And it's sad. And when the kids get a little bit older, I may do D&D. Like there's a Ghostbusters RPG that I'm really interested in playing with uh, Matthew and Geek Attic and Down from the Attic. Luke from Down from the Attic and Bernardo. They're all Ghostbuster fans, and I really want to play that RPG with them. And of course, I have all the Star Wars RPGs, which would be fun too. Games Freak doesn't want to reveal his Twitter handle. That's fine. A Clayface movie? I haven't even heard about that. Why? That sounds so weird. James Gunn ruined Drax. I didn't know you cared so much about Drax. That's incredible. I don't think anyone knew who Guardians of the Galaxy was until the movie came out. I mean, I knew who they were because I worked at a comic book shop, but I never read their book. I thought they looked stupid. Of course, that wasn't the one that you see in the movie, though, either. Boy, Jurassic Park, they should just leave it dead. The first original trilogy is the best. Jurassic Park 3 isn't that good, but it has pieces that are good because they pieced together all the scenes that were laid on the cutting room floor for the first 2 movies. and they took all the scenes from the books that they hadn't used and then strung it together with their own made up storyline, which is why it feels like a hodgepodge of adventures and like scenes with a weak storyline. That's what it was. It was all the deleted scenes from the scenes they never got to use from the books, and they put it all together and made Jurassic Park 3 out of it. But it's better than any Jurassic World. Jurassic World was terrible, though. I did not see the CGI film of Zon Trilogy. Vex, the Blue Jays. Oh, the Blue Jays. They want to be a good team. They're just and I'll be honest, they can put their money, but they need to put I think they're just waiting. And these days you just can't get a big star. They're gonna have to go all mid-carders and get a good skipper to go all the way. It's difficult for Toronto. It's like they have some cash, but they don't have an endless barrel of cash. So they need to be smart with their cash and win and develop their minor leagues, really develop their minor leagues. Like now they don't have it, but the Cardinals, remember the Cardinals in the aughts, how the Cardinals had this great minor league system built up, and a few others did too. I mean, the Dodgers seem to have a star coming out all the time in the 90s. So that's what Toronto needs to win. You did back-to-back World Series, though, in the 90s. So yeah, 55 million to 600 million for Soto. That's tops. At 600, some people are saying they overpaid a little bit too. But the thing is, though, starting bid was 700. That was starting bid. So it was always going to be an overpay. It's more of a statement. And I'm not, as a Mets fan, of course I'm happy to get Soto. Hey, guess what? I think we offer Pete. No one wants Pete Alonso. We make him the same offer. We don't go up on it. Steve Cohen says, hey, offer's still available, buddy. We'd love to have you. Here's the same offer. We want you. And to be honest, the Mets may be the only team left. The Mets may be the only team left that he can go back to. Alonso back on the Mets. Clip it. Clip the video. Let everyone know. Matt called it. He's going back. Oh, that's interesting, Star Wars Marvel purist. Yeah, you're going through chapter by chapter of New Joe Order right now, which is interesting because you can kind of make those comparisons and everything. So that's very, very interesting. Oh, my goodness. They had 2 movies, Razor and The Plan. Those are from the TV show, Darth Nihilus? Those are 2 TV movies from the TV show? I don't know. Babylon 5 was good. Tim and I used to do a series on it. We stopped because he wanted to watch the spinoff Crusade. I had just seen it, and I was ready to do it. I haven't seen it now in years, but I would still do Crusade and the little DVD release that came out in 2005, I think it was called, Lost Tales. I would still review those with him if he wanted to just do one more review. And we can just go off memory. A short version, Crusade had great characters that the story just didn't get it. It didn't get its viewership. It didn't get its chance to get its legs. But the characters were strong, and they had the building blocks of a good series. It just suffered because season 1 kind of was playing toward a familiar pattern. And then Lost Tales wasn't that bad. That's what Tim and I are probably going to disagree with. But there's one, for what it was worth, it was all right. For the budget they had, it was fine. There's one story that I actually really liked, though. Hello, Chris. What was the deal with Kip saying raw strength wise? Raw strength wise, he was stronger than Luke. Is that canon to you? Saying raw strength was why he was stronger than Luke? I mean, ended up not. He had Exar Kun with him, which gave him that strength. I don't think he's stronger than Luke. I'm not sure I'm reading that right. Yeah, Scran, I'm very excited to come on. Talk about New Joe Order. Absolutely. Wow, there's a lot. I'm so far behind the conversation. With AI, I think it may increase the value of human-made stuff and bring nostalgia stuff. Yeah. Tim cracks me up. The AI. Mom, have heard about Stormlight Archives? Yes. My buddy Steven, Chris, talks about Stormlight Archives all the time. He loves Brandon Sanderson. Okay, Games Creek. Merry Christmas. I probably missed him. So you got into Star Wars for Clone Wars. Okay, Cody, that's fine. I have. By the way, I have zero problem with people disagreeing with me on Clone Wars, and people are like one guy argued with me. How can you be so biased against Ahsoka? But I'm honest. I just don't like Ahsoka. I love Ahsoka. Okay, you're so wrong. No, I'm not wrong. My perspective is correct according to me. But if I say Ahsoka sucks, that is my opinion. That's all it is. It doesn't make it fact. Someone says, I love Ahsoka. She's the best character ever created. I definitely disagree with you. But to be honest, you're just speaking your opinion. We're just arguing different opinions. To me, it's the same. And not that we can't do that. You can, but in a civilized way. It's like, what's the best color? Red. No, blue. No, red. No, blue. And we get mad at each other because we don't agree. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. I hold very unpopular opinions of books that in the EU that I love that other people hate, and vice versa. So, but I'm fine with people liking if they like Filoni's Clone Wars. I know a lot of people watch those reviews saying, "Whoa, I love that show," or "I love that episode." That's fine. Put your comment in there. Put your comment on why you liked it. Notice I'm not going to delete anyone's comment when they disagree with me. I'm fine with that. So that doesn't bother me at all if you like it. I'm not going to say, oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I don't like it. But people who are 10 years older than me hate the Ewoks. They despise the Ewoks because when I was a kid, they were 16. They were a teenager going, and they went, what are space teddy bears defeating stormtroopers for? This sucks. This is stupid. And 6-year-old me was going, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's why younger people love Jar Jar and young Anakin. I don't like Jar Jar. But then it wasn't made for me. There's some good comedic moments in the Clone Wars. Good point, Scott. I'm not a fruitcake guy. There you go. Not a fruitcake. Oh, the miniseries. Okay, got it. I watched that then of Battlestar Galactica. Comic Drax is better. I don't know Comic Drax as well to read to know about that. Yeah, I never read them. I worked in a comic book store back in the day. I remember seeing them. I didn't know who they were, and but I thought, was that the same when the movie was announced? I remember asked Bruce, I said, I remember, and I had looked at an older issue where people were different. But I didn't remember that much of them either, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, it's very difficult in Toronto. Hey, hello, sir. Raven Kiss did a stream about Dune House Harkonnen, which I greatly disagree with Jeremy's point of view on. I love those books. I love those Dune prequels. Do I have a favorite Marvel? The only Marvel storyline that I kept was I have the first appearance of Carnage, and that was fun. Was there another Marvel? I don't have much Marvel. I have the Spider-Man issue 400, 300, 500 with Green Goblin. I don't have many Marvel ones. I don't know. I've read some that were good. Frank Miller's Daredevil is really good. Really good. But I don't know. I don't know what would be my favorite.
Everyone, vote the show. Vote the show. She's gonna try one.
Yeah, Soto's probably the second best player in baseball, at least according to the numbers, right?
My daughter's trying. I told her not to do it.
Darth Nicholas. Battlestar Galactica. So Razor in the Plan. Oh, rebooted. No, I didn't watch the rebooted then. Darth Nicholas. I read some of the comic books, but I don't think I read them all. I think I read like the first few and then stopped because Bruce was getting them. I read them from him, but I never finished them. I'm fine with that, with Harry Potter being live action and a TV show now. So they can, hopefully they'll show the entire story and do it book by every book is a season. That's at least what I'm hoping for. Oh, you haven't, you weren't born in the 90s when they were winning? That sucks. Yeah, the Jays are just in a tough, they're in the tough division where there's a lot of big money market teams right now. It's a tough spot to be a Jay fan. Yeah. As a Red Sox fan, Cody says he's very happy Soto went to the Mets. I am too. Though I was skeptical about the Red Sox getting him. Those rumors. Now, if he would have gone to the Red Sox, okay, but I was positive he was going to the Mets. Like if he did not go to the Mets, I would have been a little surprised, to say the least. I've been like, wow, we didn't get him. Because I was so sure we were going to get him. I was so sure. I remember I told my friend Dylan, I said, I don't see Soto going anywhere. It was after the World Series. I said, I don't see Soto going anywhere but the Mets. And I told him that the same thing about Shohei Ohtani. I said, Shohei Ohtani, I don't see a path that doesn't end with the Dodgers. He said, no, you're crazy. You're crazy. And I told him, I said, no, I do not see a path where he is not with the Dodgers. Because there's rumors with the Mariners and all this stuff. And he went to the Dodgers. And it made sense. I'm not right on baseball 100% of the time. In fact, I'm wrong a lot of the time. But on Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto, I could not see them going anywhere else. Even though the rumor mill was really drastic, I just sit there going, I don't see him go. I know there's big rumors of him going to the Red Sox, going to Boston. He talked to Poppy or whatever, and Big Poppy, he's going, he's got friends. I was thinking, really? Steve Cohen's going to let him go to the Red Sox? You know. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Good day, Captain Keeley. So far behind the comments here. So far behind. I never watched the Artemis Fowl movie. I don't stream that much, Melissa. I need to. What's the deal with airplane food? Do you have it? Do they serve meals on your flights? Now you get like those little awful little waffle cookies, or and then just for some reason, is it just me? But I can't drink a whole cup of Coke anymore on that plane. Like you think you're thirsty, but you take a few sips and then you're not thirsty. I don't know. That's me. I'm not that thirsty when I'm up in the air. And I want a second cookie, waffle cookie. or the little two little hard cookie, brittle cookies. Back in my day, they used to do honey roasted peanuts, baby. I was so sad when they got rid of them. Honey roasted peanuts were the way to go. But back in my day, the chairs still had cigarette lighters, even though there was no smoking back then. But there were cigarette lighters when I was first flying with my dad in the '90s. Cigarette lighters were still in the rows. I used to play with a cigarette lighter. I was in high school back then, late '90s. Have I seen the Wicked movie? No, I have not. I'm not interested. I like the play. But I'm just not interested in the movie. You think Lucasfilm's announcing stuff as a tax write-off? That's hilarious. Darth Nicholas, I do agree that the Clone Wars was better when they focused on the clones. I 100% agree with that. When there's an episode about the clones, it's generally good. Yoda is blue in Empire Strikes Back, the novelization. Someone says Clone Wars is slop. SWT has blocked you. Who's SWT? Sorry, I don't know. Merry Christmas, Cody. Cody, and again, I don't mind if we disagree. I don't mind if we disagree. And Cody, if you ever want to talk about the '86 World Series, let me know. That was a mean thing to say. I don't care. All right. SWT, I don't know. Star Wars Theory. That's who it is. Okay. I don't know him. I don't watch his channel. I don't hate him. I just don't watch his channel. The basic pyramids of Legionnaires, Stormtroopers. I don't know what Legionnaire is. Commander Adama. Oh, man. Okay.
We need to go. God.
Oh no, I totally forgot. See, my kids have been sick, and I've been watching the kid. I've been watching the kids all week long. Oh no, I totally forgot. Something was supposed to come out. Oh, it's gonna be a late night for me. I gotta film that and get that edited.
Well, you know what?
Oh, what a bad mistake on my part. Shoot. It was supposed to come out this week. I was supposed to film something this week, but all my kids have been sick. And I've been taking them to the doctor. Doctor's visits were all Thursday and Friday. Now everyone's getting better, but I've had zero time to myself. Zero time. Oh, no. I can maybe film it tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe I forgot about it. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff to do later on. And I just uploaded the other one, so I thought it was done for the holiday season, but I got to do one more video. Oh, wow. All right, here we go. Favorite Marvel comic book series was Punisher Max by Garth Ennis. He did a good job. There's a few. My cousin had War Journal back in the day, which was really good. Red Rising, Wheel of Time. I'm done with. I won't go back. I thought that TV show was atrocious. I didn't make it all the way through the first season. It was so bad. Watchmen is good. Punisher Max. Is Watchmen Marvel though? I thought we were talking about Marvel though. I don't know. Catching up now. Do I like Stackpole's books or Alston? I like Alston's better, but if someone said I love Stackpole's better, I wouldn't argue with you. I think Stackpole's really good. Alston made me laugh more. He has more humor. And for me, that was the deciding factor. I think both series are I think both guys are fantastic. I think both guys wrote one stinker. For Alston, it was the X-Wing, the last X-Wing book he wrote, and then for Stackpole, it was I, Jedi. Cody, that was not cool. That was not. I agree. That was not cool. It was funny. It was funny. I don't know if you got that joke. If your dad wants to talk about the 86 word, that's even worse. When's the next game night? For me, Michael, hopefully Christmas Eve, the day of, that night, everyone's busy. But I'm trying to see if I could get it done early enough. We can start at 10. We can probably be done at 4. We got to be done at 4 or 5. We got to be done at 4. That gives us 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hours for an 8-player, because it's going to be 8 players. It's 45 minutes a player whenever we play. So that means 4 players makes 3 hours. So that's 4.5 hours. It will take 4.5 hours, and we have 6. So we need about a 30-minute lunch break. We should do it with an hour to spare. Is that right? Yeah. So I'm going to see if not, it'll happen after Christmas. But we may play Marvel United on Monday. Oh, shoot. My nephews don't have school right now. I wonder if they could spend the night. Oh, no, I couldn't. I got my son has to get his tongue clipped on Monday. I don't know. Everything's messed up. I wanted to play with my friend Kelly. He lives about 30 minutes away from me, and he introduced some great games, and we wanted to do some more, but the kids have been sick, and now it may be after Christmas before I get to do something with them. I don't want to see the new Lord of the Rings movie. I did have someone see it. They enjoyed it, but it is made up. You guys know this. If you've anyone who knows Lord of the Rings knows they pushed a character that was only mentioned in Tolkien's world. I didn't even remember her. To be fair, I don't even remember her name. But they said she was mentioned, and she never did all these great things. Why would you say Go Sox? How would he end the stream like that by Go Sox? It's terrible, Cody. Terrible. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do, man, I've got to do that video. So I'm going to run do the video. It's a lot of editing too. And maybe get some of it done tomorrow. Oh, I got to get this done though. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna head out. Guys, thank you so much. I will be back. I'll try to stream as much as I can because I'm off for the next week and a half. So I just know it's gonna be a whirlwind of stuff coming down this next week, and then all these people coming in because it's the holidays, and I want to see a lot of people too. So, but definitely want to do that. If I don't get on before then, you guys have a Merry Christmas. Hopefully I'll be on before then though. But anyway, good talking to you. Have a nice night. See you later. Bye-bye.